Hello, hello. How are you today? My name is Juan Ricardo Diaz. I'm a marriage and family therapist here in the East Bay area in California. I would like to share with you some thoughts that I had. I just finished watching the WAIC, which is a stand for World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai, China. Um Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, and also Alibaba CEO, Mr. Ma, were talking about this specific topic. And I would like to add some very interesting and I will say important idea about artificial intelligence. It seems to me, and I can easily be wrong, no, about this matter. Just a human being like you, but that I was wondering why they didn't mention like the at least the basic concept or idea definition of artificial intelligence. And let me tell you why. Because last week, hi Irma, how are you? Um, Last week I was talking, 2 weeks ago, with one of my dear friends, even a family member. She's a computer engineer, and we were talking about artificial intelligence, and I was trying to explain to her how the new coding system they're creating here, I will call it the epicenter of technology in the world, which is San Francisco, California, or Silicon Valley. They create this kind of coding system that is able to program itself. So they give the like a basic uh, codes or commands, and so the computer takes over all the programming and all that stuff. But she insists, as a computer engineer, that someone have to be behind doing the coding. And here's the trick. Not necessarily, because that's the idea of the new software. But well, to make a long story short, the thing is that even engineers, they don't have like a clear idea on how everything works. Oh, by the way, her husband is also engineer. Now, the computer is like industrial engineer. He mentioned artificial intelligence as equal of any of these platform, which is basically social media. Saying no, no, that's not artificial intelligence. This is just social media applications. You know, they use artificial intelligence in their coding, most likely, like when we use Alexa or Siri or anything that those technologies are based on artificial intelligence. But here's the deal. I love technology, but at the same time, we have to have some respect towards technology and to the future of humanity, in the sense that if we define this intelligence in the most simple way, you will find something very interesting, which is artificial intelligence is not artificial. What I'm trying to say is that when I think about something artificial, it comes to my mind something that, let's say, you're going to prepare like a orange juice, artificial orange juice, that has the flavor, the taste of an orange, but it's not an orange. That's artificial. But in the case of technology, it is intelligence. It's not artificial. Why? Because when we, in my profession as a psychologist, I'm a marriage and family therapist, but in Latin America, we call any therapist psychologist. Um, some of my colleagues, when they do a testing, we call it the IQ test, to measure like the intelligence of that person. We only measure like the time of response of certain let's say problems, how fast they can resolve, and we get like a number, the famous IQ number. If you're very smart, you're above 120, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, whatever. If you put one of these new computers, new programs with artificial intelligence, we'll get like 3 digit, 4 digit number. They're really smart in that sense. So if we define intelligence, and I define it this way, is the capability that we have as person or human beings to resolve situations in life with a limited resource that we can have or we can count on. So now apply the same idea to technology. You will be amazed by that. So it's very important to think about this. And besides that, it will the what Elon Musk is trying to say, and I agree with him. So Mr. Ma, he doesn't agree with that. Is that if we don't take care of all those coding programs, all that stuff, the computer might take over someday, somehow. I'm not saying this right now, but it could happen 10, 20 years. Um, and not that like in the movies that the robots are going to fight with us. No, no, but they will start. In one way, it's very good because they're going to resolve things that we can't by now. We have a lot of limitations as humans. But in the other hand, they can start doing whatever they can. The other good news is that they don't have the future uh, programs and even robots. They don't have feelings. They don't have emotions, so we don't have to deal with that. And also they won't suffer of any mental illness. For example, they might have a virus or whatever, but you follow my idea. No? Oh, by the way, I'm YouTube Live and also in Periscope and Facebook Live. Hi, Fernando. My cousin Fernando is watching me. Thank you for supporting me every time I put live on this. And I'm out of the subject. I'm not talking too much about psychology today, but it's something that I'm very interested in, which is technology. And I hope you share uh, this kind of idea. So, well, the whole thing that I had in mind with the World Conference of Artificial Intelligence in China is that we have. Hi, Fanny. How are you? Hi, it's Alexander. Um, we have to find a way to share the news about what artificial intelligence is in very simple forms, very simple ways, because the people have to know the near future that we'll be confronting in a few years. Okay, so that's everything for today. I hope to see you soon. Just to remind you, for the Hispanics population, I have my um, uh, a really brief segment of psychology in Spanish every Monday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's called Al Mediodía con Juan Ricardo Díaz, which means at noon with me. So I hope you can enjoy it. And also, I have all the platforms, the podcasts, Apple, Google, Spotify, and SoundCloud, anything. Okay. So see you then. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye bye. Stream.